this opportunity to chat with you. I think it's been in the making for a while, so it's great to finally be able to do that.
Nah, thank you so much. Thank you for having me as well.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and the name. I'll just jump to that. How do you get started on choosing that name?
So the name Hood Celebrityy came about. I used to work in this clothing store on Fordham Road called Capo Fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody know who I am. So one day my manager was like, yo, you really a hood celebrity. And I feel like since then I just run with the name on Instagram. I'm like, oh, that sounds dope. Like, let me just put it on Instagram. And as I started taking my music more serious, the name just like it stick with me. And I feel like I never really thought about changing this up now because I feel like it just tells a whole story. Like, this girl from the hood who went through all this stuff and really made it out. And it's beautiful things from the hood too. And for young girls and other people out there to know that it's beautiful things that come out the hood.
Okay. So the celebrity part, is it that you were well known, or you were manifesting the celebrity that you wanted to?
No, I was well known. I've been well known really all my life. But
Okay.
I'm really well known. Like I can't go to Fordham Road in the Bronx without nobody knowing who I am.
Well, that's huge because I've been to Fordham a lot, and on any given day, Fordham is super busy, and you
exactly.
have all type of different people there. So to be known,
exactly. So you really know about Fordham because you're dealing with all different type of people, all different type of energy.
Okay, so how did you eventually get started in music then? What is it, something you wanted to do, or there was something that happened in your life that pushed you to try?
So according to my family, like I've been doing music since I was a little girl. But for people who don't know, I went to high school for violin and dance. I used to play the violin. So I've been doing music for a little while, but since I started really taking it serious career-wise in 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, but I grew up on music. I went to school for music. Like my whole family loved music. I say probably not to exaggerate, like half my family are musicians. My great grandmother, my mother was in the choir in church. Like, so music wasn't really just like a joke thing for me, like I really love it.
So how did you choose a genre? Because I mean, in music and having that vast, knowledge of music, what pushed you in a particular direction to say, okay, then I'm going to do this type of music rather than,
I do all types of music. It's still other different type of energy music that you're going to hear from me as well. Like, I love reggae dancehall because that's the core, that's my culture. That's my culture. That's something I love. I would never steer away from that. But Hood Celebrityy just do music. Like if you listen to my music, my sound is very different. My first mixtape was called Trap versus Reggae, where I was doing reggae dancehall patois on hip hop beats. So me being from the Bronx, I grew up around hip hop as well and Spanish music. So you have, I have songs that I'm speaking like a little bit of Spanish, and you know what I mean? Like, just like I have R&B records, I have some hip hop sounds, and I have some dance or reggae sounds. So I wouldn't say really like I put my music in any specific type of genre, but definitely the core is reggae dancehall.
Reggae, right? That's what I was,
my heart.
alluding to the reggae dancehall part.
Yeah, that's my heart. Reggae dancehall, that will always be my heart. But I do all types of music. I love music, and I feel like when you love music as an artist, you shouldn't let anyone put you in a box to have a specific, unless you're only good at that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you grew up in New York, or you grew up in Jamaica?
I was born in Jamaica. I left Jamaica when I was 12 years old, and I was staying in the Bronx. I've been in the Bronx all my life.
Right. So you'd probably say most of who you are is from the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So seeing that we're still on music, I'll just cover music and then I'll jump over to fashion. So I realize you have a new single out, Virgin.
Mm-hmm.
Virgin. Why? Tell me about Virgin.
Virgin. I mean, just the subject itself,
Right. So
tight.
Yeah. All right. Awesome.
Let me stop starting trouble.
Yeah, because I listen to it, but as Jamaicans, once you mention that, it can spiral off into, you know, a big conversation, or you know.
Well, to be honest with you, as an artist, that's my job to really always start the conversation,
Right.
and then make people, the listeners, put it as where them feel and make them feel. As an artist, that's always going to be my job. My job is to always stir the conversation, and stir the pot. I make my fans them receive it and just, you know, love the music, and who can relate to certain part of it and who can't relate to certain part of it, it'd be a different story.
Right. So what feedbacks you've gotten, or what conversations you've stirred up so far?
The feedback has been good. It's just showing me that it's a lot of, listen, I don't know if I could curse. I can't curse, right?
You can. I mean.
All right. Well, it just showed, make a bit nice. We're not gonna curse on the show. But it just showed me that, listen, there's a lot of tight, pum pum girls out there, and it just make them feel good. And that's the feedback that I wanted. Also, it showed me that it's some people that are virgins. There's a lot of virgins out there, more than I thought. And it's some people that also feel great. And I honestly didn't understand that, how serious men and women take this topic.
Right.
Like my DMs have been crazy. Like females on me, men on me. Like it's been really crazy. Like everybody want a virgin, and I never understood that. Like when I was asked the question, I was just being, you know, like just saying it regular. Like, you understand?
Yeah, because you know, because interesting, because you know, especially in Jamaican culture, when you say virgin, it kind of gives two image, right? So virgin in the sense that you're proud, it makes you feel better than, you know, other persons saying you're a virgin. But on the other end,
but you know what it is for me? It don't make me feel like I'm better than anybody, because
I'm just giving you the two angles that, you know, we normally get. So that's one. And the other part, when you say virgin, is inexperience. So people will laugh at you, or you know, say, "What, you're virgin?" And they would look down on you because they think you're inexperienced. So that's the thing why I think it's an interesting topic.
that virgin experience, but
I mean, in today's age, you can get so much information and
enough nuns. May I get nun friends them now, you know? The nuns them in my DM.
That's the thing. So that's why
never gonna start invite them out too.
Right. Because I know that's why I asked you, virgin, tell me about it, because we know that word will spiral off into a bunch of different stuff, and you know, you'll get different, you know, array of feedback from it.
And I think that's good, man. As an artist, and I really want you to understand this, like as an artist, that's really what I want to do.
Right.
That's really what I want to do. I like to go against the norm, you know? I'm very weird when it comes to that. I like to go against the norm, and I feel like in this boring world, because the world is getting boring now, especially with this whole COVID, I feel like people should have a lot of stir up, and they should. I think I need to have people thinking a lot. That's good. So, it give us something to do.
Yeah. So you mentioned the COVID, as it, like, I know before COVID, you know, we were all on a particular, you know, path as to whether it be life, career, friends, whatever, you know, that we set our mind that we're going, and then COVID kind of just hit from nowhere and kind of somewhat, for some people, derailed, you know, what their plans were. Has it, you know, affected how you approach music, your career, or, you know, just you as a person?
Not really. That's a great question too. Not really. I feel like COVID opened my eyes to a lot of things that I didn't look at. It made me like really understand and know myself way more. It made me understand and stay away from certain people because of my mental health. Mental health is very serious for people that I don't think it's serious. Stay away from negative people. COVID definitely taught me that. And the only thing I would say that's different is I hang around less people now, even more, because, you know, I got to make sure I have my mask on. And I got to make sure you're not a dirty person. And I got to make sure you're washing your hands and you have the hand sanitizer them. I'm also have to make sure that when I go to the studio, everything I forget sanitize and wipe off, and the mic and the headphones, like just stuff that we didn't consciously thought of before, you know?
Right.
So that's the only thing. But creatively, I've been creating more because of COVID, because it's like I said, a lot of stuff got bored. There's a lot of things that still closed down, a lot of stuff that you can't go and do no more, you know, without just like a limited amount of people. So it really give you more time to just sit with yourself. And as a creative person, when I sit with myself, that's when I really create.
Yeah, and you know, with it, especially with COVID, it kind of started a lot of new topics, or even allowed us to look into things that we've never thought about. So you think that kind of created more content to, you know, to sing about or to create music about?
Definitely. That was smart too, if you even thinking that. Definitely, it definitely did that.
Yeah.
Definitely did that.
Because you know,
you know them artists are like, not for cut you, them artists say, eyeglass always find stuff to do. You know that saying there?
Yeah.
Eyeglass always find stuff to do. So when you're eyeglass, you Jamaican, right?
Yeah, Jamaican.
Okay, dope. So them say eyeglass always find stuff to do. Like when you're eyeglass or when you're not have nothing to do, you're boring.
Right.
And them type of people that find the most stuff to do, because me, even when I'm boring, I started really taking music seriously when I used to work in my other clothing store. My boss had moved my store, and I was working in this clothing store on Castle Hill for like, he put me over there for like a year. And at first the change was so bad because I'm used to Fordham. Right. The change was so bad that I was very annoyed. I was bored because, like you said, Fordham is busy, and that store in Castle Hill wasn't busy. Castle Hill is like a really quiet zone, depends on where at. Right. And we was in like the middle. He put a clothing store in the middle of nowhere. So I was very bored. And that's when I started really writing and just doing dance videos. If you look back on my YouTube, you would see my best friend, he used to always record me in the store just dancing. And that's how a lot of people got familiar with Hood Celebrity.
Right.
Boring people and active people always find stuff to do.
Yeah. So yeah, any artists you collaborating with or working with or have, you know, future projects coming up with?
Yeah, I have a lot of future stuff that's coming out. I did a feature with Shatawali, which I'm like super hype about. I love his music.
Right.
I've done a few feature. I've done a feature with Cartel that we didn't put out. I've done features with a few artists.
I'm sure everybody looking out for that Cartel one.
Yeah, I love Cartel. Like I've done a feature with few artists that's gonna be on the album. I've done a feature with Lil TJ. I've done a feature with 5-Year-Old Foreign. I've done a feature with Steph London. I've worked with Lil Kim. I've worked with Cranium. I have a new feature with Cranium as well. I've done a feature with Tory Lanez. I've done a feature with French Montana. Like, it's a lot of artists. Malibu Mitch. I've done a feature with Cash Doll, So Pretty. I've worked with Cardi. Like, I've worked with a lot of artists and still looking forward. Josh X and stuff like that. And still looking forward.
That means you have a lot of projects lined up that you'll be releasing soon.
Yeah, with new artists and more artists.
Right. Nice.
But those are some of the people that I've worked with, and some of those people are also gonna still be the people that I'm gonna be working with.
All right. So still on music. So, you know, being Jamaican, growing up in Jamaica, living in New York, growing up for most part in New York. How because, you know, I grew up in Jamaica. I spent over 20 years in Jamaica and I moved here. And being in fashion, I always think about how, you know, getting the experience here, how can I bridge the gap with Jamaica? Because, you know, we never leave our country behind. Music-wise, being here, how do you think you can, you know, bridge the gap between getting the experience here and what's happening in Jamaica, and, you know, a way in which we can pull along those artists in Jamaica better, or giving back to contribute to growing music there?
I mean, as me being an artist here, I already feel like I'm spreading the culture of the music. And that's always been my thing to do. Like, when I do music, I've always thought of my culture, the core of my culture first. Working with other artists that's here as well. Because sometimes, you know, it's good to also do that so the culture could keep spreading. And just always thinking about working with new dancehall artists and new reggae artists and the upcoming ones, like whatever, to just spread the culture. And it's a lot of us that's doing great here right now as we speak. Like, you got Cranium that's doing super good. You got the Shensia, you got the Spice, and just keep making sure that it's more and more and more. You got the Coffee, Buju Banton, like, and the list goes on.
Yeah, that's true.
And just to keep spreading the culture, the more I hear a dancehall reggae artist on the radio, is the better it is, and the more doors it open for Hood Celebrity.
Yeah, because I think at this stage, you know, people always know Jamaican music, you know, through Bob Marley, and then coming up to Beenie Man, Bounty Killer, and those people. But I think at this point in time, well, this is my opinion, I'll get yours. Do you think that the rest of the world has given us the most recognition now, or listening to our music now, than before, seeing that, you know, we had those legendary artists before, but I think at this point we're getting the most spotlight and recognition in relation to music.
And that would be good if that's how it is, because I feel like we definitely get a lot of recognition now. But if that's what it is, that's actually great, because we still have to big up those artists, because they still open the doors. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like before, with even like certain things like slavery, and when Rosa Parks got up and make it be able to for a woman to sit on the back of the bus and Black people to sit on the back of the bus. Sometimes like all the stuff that Martin Luther King and them did back in the days, like the change didn't just happen right away.
Right.
But we're reaping those benefits, a lot of those benefits now. You know what I mean? So even back in the days, like the Shaggy and the Sean Paul and the Bob Marley, the changes probably didn't happen right away, but they still opened the doors that we're getting to reap and benefit from right now.
Agree.
So I think that's why, if it's more light on the culture, is because they really opened that door, and now the young generation, we're putting in the work now as well.
Yeah, and you know, with media and social media, you know, being at its highest peak now, you know, we're seeing are getting a lot more now than before, because you know, with the increase of technology, then everything else will increase behind it. So
that's true. You're absolutely right.
All right, so we're gonna jump over into fashion, which is, you know, the other aspect. So what I always want to know, you know, with anybody I work with or interview for the magazine, how do you describe your personal style? Because fashion is universal, but everybody have their own personal style. How would you describe yours?
I think like my fashion, I feel like it really just have to do with me just showing people like I really do what I do and what I want to do. I wear the stuff that I like. I wear the stuff that I want to wear, even if it looks weird, even if it's different, even if it's not like everyone else. I'm tomboy. Sometimes I could be super girly. Sometimes I could be tomboy and super sexy. And I just really wear the clothes that make me feel brave, powerful, and comfortable.
Okay, so
that's how I dress.
Could you like identify, you know, a part? So on a
like regular... I love, like, you won't see me without a crop top. Right now I got a shirt on. Right now I got a shirt on, and you can see I got a Bob Marley shirt. So big up to Bob Marley.
Right.
But you would usually see me with a crop top. But right now it's getting a little chilly in New York, and I'm like, you know what? Today I'm gonna just put on a regular shirt. But usually you will see me with a crop top on. So
or you kind of throw a hoodie over the crop top.
Yeah, I like jacket over the crop top. But anything else with it, I always have a crop top. If you be like, yo, pull on your jacket, I have a crop top. So I love the crop top, the tight top, little baggy fitted bottoms. Sometimes the tight bottoms, little baggy top.
Right.
And I love wearing glasses.
More of a 90s feel.
Correct. I love wearing glasses. It's just my thing. I love glasses. A lot of people who don't know I'm shy. So I feel like the glasses kind of help me, like, you know, until I'm comfortable, I take them off. But people don't get that I'm shy, but I am shy. So I love wearing glasses. I feel like it helps me. And I feel like it's just a part of my outfit. Sometimes you will see me with a...
I can relate to that, because I wear, you know, like sunglasses a lot, and people always ask, but you know, they ask, well, what you're hiding, but I'm like, it's not like you're hiding anything. You know, one, as you say, shy, and two, you know, that's where you feel comfortable, you know.
Correct. If I take off my glasses around you, I'm really comfortable. You could be like, that me and Hood is really having a great combo, because I feel like eyes tell a lot, you know?
Right.
And you don't want to lock eyes with just anybody, because some people energy is so strong that you might lock eyes with the wrong person. It's just up. So I feel like, you know, my glasses is a part of my fashion, but it's a part of also me being shy and, you know, just protecting my energy. I love wearing hats. I love hats. I love any type of hat is dope. It could be a bucket. It could be a regular dad hat. Like, I'm into hats. But if I'm gonna wear glasses, sometimes I won't wear a hat. If I'm gonna wear a hat, sometimes I won't wear glasses.
Right. So if we should just give an overview of what Hood Celebrityy would look like, so you'll be a crop top, baggy jeans, definitely glasses, and a hat. And anywhere you see her, you want to see that, you can point her out.
Or sometimes it will be, that's what I'm saying too. Sometimes it could switch. Sometimes it could be a tight bottom. Sometimes it could be a nice little cute crop top vibe, little flurry vibe. Sometimes it'll be a glasses, no hat. And sometimes I'll have shoes. Sometimes you'll probably see me with boots. It's just all like, it's my style is just really it's just my mood. It depends on how I feel as a woman. Sometimes I might get up and feel real sexy. Sometimes I get up and just feel real like strong and brave and just want to just be like, today I want to wear all red. Like I want to wear baggy red today. You know, it just all go with my vibe.
All right, so
my hair, sometimes you will see my hair curly, sometimes you will see it flat iron, sometimes you will see me with braids.
Nice. So that's good. You know, versatile, different style. You don't always want to.
Definitely, I think you describe it perfect. Definitely versatile.
Right. So just to throw this in, just for, you know, for fun's sake, you know, you're going to the Grammys, red carpet. Tell me what you would wear.
So I went to the BT Awards. I had like some platform boots on. They was really pretty. They was Stella McCartney. I had like these nice pants, these nice pants on. I had like a blazer top with an open top on top, a blazer jacket with an open top. And I had my hair long, like all the way down to my butt, because you know I had to be extra.
Right.
I had some earrings. Then I had another when I went to the Black Girls Rock Awards. I had an all red blazer outfit that it was super cute. I had some white Gucci shoes. How did I have my hair? I think I had my hair. Oh, I had my hair in a sweet back ponytail, like, you know, some really cute vibe. It all depends again. Like sometimes I go and sometimes I dress super open too.
Right. Okay.
Sometimes I dress super open where it's like, oh shit, like Hood got no clothes on.
Yeah, because I know we're in that time where people trying to, you know, look the best or give their most, you know. I
feel like less is always more. So, you know.
So for the photo shoot, you know, what you thought about the styling? Did you have any input in the styling? How you felt seeing it, and you know, while shooting?
So, any photo shoots that you ever seen of Hood Celebrity, any video shoots, I'm always hands on with my career. I'm hands on with everything.
Okay, good.
Like my team be annoyed. Like, Hood, you really need to chill. Like, let's just we got you. I'm super hands on. I pick out everything before I get to see them. I pick out everything I wear. Like, I really choose what I want to wear. So sometimes my stylist, sometimes I'll let her be creative, which you should. But I would never be seen in something that I'm not comfortable.
Okay.
Everything starts with me. I have to be comfortable. So you would never see me in something you'd be like, yo, who made Hood wear that shit? Because that ain't me.
Right. Yeah. Because I really love, because once Ronnie sent me the pictures, I look at them. I loved all of them. Love the styling, you know, the different looks.
Thank you.
You know, stuff. So, you know, I always want to know, you know, because a lot of times, you know, the stylist, based on the creative team, they come up with a concept and just bring it to the talent just put it on, take the pictures and move on.
No, not this talent.
But you have those who wants to have an input in, you know,
correct,
what they wear.
And I'm very open-minded. I'm a very open person, and Ronnie will tell you, like, I'm very open. I like to do different stuff.
Good.
I like to do stuff that shocks people too. So I'm very open and I'm very daring. So I might do something out of the norm to have you be like, yo, why would Hood do that shit? Like, is she crazy?
And you won't look back.
No, I don't care. I really don't care. That's how I started, you know, like I'm having fun with my life.
Right.
And with my passion and what God has given to me, because God have chosen this path for me. And I'm trying my best to have as much fun with it as possible and just not care so much about people's opinion about me and people's thought. As you can see, like even when I first started music, I was very tomboy until I got out my element of just being comfortable, because I always feel like men always sexualize me even when I was a tomboy. Like, it don't matter where I go, I feel like guys always like me even more. So as a young girl, I used to be like, oh, I'm gonna dress like this because if I walk past this block, like this dude's gonna see me, he's gonna look at my ass, the first thing he's gonna look at. So I was super tomboy even then, and I was still sexualized. So it's just like, now I'm super comfortable, and some days just, you know, I'm growing into the woman that I am.
That's good, because that's a very interesting, you know, point, because that's why I mentioned, you know, not looking back, because nowadays, you know, people are so much concerned about, you know, what others think or will say. You know, you do something, you put it out online or wherever, then there's always going to be critics. So the first thing you
100%.
do, you're going to read what they say, and you know, you get good and bad, but a lot of times people are more affected by the bad, and they're trying to please everybody. So when they do get the bad, they're like, okay, then all right, I won't do this again, or I'll switch it up. But that really don't say that's who you are, because if you can't...
everything I've ever done, I'll do it again. And you know what it is too about me? And maybe this is something bad, right?
Let's see.
If I find out you don't like something I do it more.
Yeah, that's
I've always been
reverse
that
psychology.
person, especially if it's something that I am doing that makes me happy, not to hurt people.
Right.
Like if I do something to you and you be like, yo, Hood, you know, I didn't like this, I won't do it again. And I apologize if I was wrong. But when it comes to something that makes me happy, it's my life and it doesn't affect you, but you don't like how I do it, I can't help that. And I'm going to keep doing it, especially if it's something that makes me happy. So if I put something on in and somebody said, Hood, I don't like that shit you was wearing yesterday, I'm going to actually wear it again. I might wear it for the third time.
Yeah.
Because this is what I like.
Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, people gonna wear what they want to wear, but you can't let somebody determine how you dress because they like it or they don't like it.
Correct. So it's just really who I am. And my mom would say the same thing. I've been like that since I was a little girl. Like I'm very daring. Like I don't like to be controlled. When I'm controlled, I can't be the best me. I can't be creative. I can't be who I am. That's why even my label, they'll tell you, like, that's the first thing that was a part of my contract. Like, I'm going to sign to you guys as long as you guys allow me to be myself.
Right.
That's all I could be. I can't be no one else. I could just be Hood Celebrity. Hood Celebrity might have a lot of different personalities and she might have a lot of different ways that she dressed and she might even confuse you sometimes, but this is me.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was Michael Jackson because he was really Michael Jackson.
And
he done the weirdest shit. He dressed weird. He had gloves and sparkles and all that weird shit. He turned his backyard into a zoo. But that's what made him different. To this day, we would never find another Michael Jackson.
Yeah, because he stick to what he was, and you know, that's the thing.
Correct.
You know,
and everyone thought he was weird.
People say stuff, but once you stick to it, they will eventually, you know, give in to it. You know.
Correct.
If you break, they're still gonna criticize you because they're like, oh, well, who are you then? You know.
Yeah, because now you're not doing that no more. So what happened? You know what I mean? Like, and you gotta understand too, like, if I could sit you down on a personal level and speak with you, you would really understand, like, human beings, you really can't make no one happy. Period, point blank, bottom line. So you can't please people. So even if I do something, you still not gonna like it. Even if I do it the other way, you still not gonna like it. Like, and it is what it is. That's why we have fans. Yeah, that's why we have fans. You have people who like my music that probably doesn't like another artist's music. You have people that like another artist's music that doesn't like my music, but the right people will find me. And it's a lot of people out there that are probably like me, or probably like the way I go about certain things. It's some people that don't like certain things that I do and certain records. That's why I have fans. Everyone have different audience.
All right, great. So how do you think our culture that I grew up in influences our fashion, and flip, how does fashion influence our culture?
How does our culture influence our fashion? I mean, Jamaicans, if you ask me, we just have swag in general.
That's true.
I feel like that's just like the music, the way our music is, the rhythm, like the flavor, the food. I just feel like all that have to do with how we walk, how we talk, how we dress, how we move. Like, we just different. And I don't think how fashion influenced us. That was the second question you asked, right?
Right. So it's just flipping it.
Correct. I really feel like Jamaicans are trendsetters, man.
Right.
We don't follow nobody. We fashion. We don't follow fashion. If you look at it, I could, like, when I go to the mall, this is funny because I could look at a dude and by the way he walk and by the way he move in his clothes and by the way he dress, I know he's Jamaican, which just sounds funny, but it's true.
Yeah, but it's crazy because I remember after leaving Jamaica and going back, you know, people look at me and definitely they're like, oh, you're not from here. And I was like, what the hell? I mean, but then I eventually realized because, you know, once you're in Jamaica, Jamaicans dress a particular way and you can differentiate there. Even though I grew up there once, you know, I'm in New York and I start dressing that particular way. Once I step back to Jamaica, they knew that, okay, then you don't live here.
Correct. Because it's different, you know, it changed. But Jamaicans that I know, I can tell you're Jamaican. I don't know if it's because I'm Jamaican. I can't tell you Jamaican by just looking at your face now.
No,
but the way they dress, the way they walk,
right.
I know a Jamaican have a certain. It might sound weird to some people, like how Jamaicans walk, but Jamaicans just have a certain, like the walk is just cocky. It's Jamaica. It's called Jamaican. It's like nobody walks like that but Jamaicans. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get you.
When we put our clothes, or we move, or we talk, it just everything's stylish, everything different.
Yep, we put a lot of emphasis on our clothes and what we wear.
And you would never see a Jamaican with a crushed clothes, with a wrinkled clothes. You would never see that.
That's true.
Them iron done to the socks.